High voltage electrical safety training. Basic safety precaution. Basic safety precautions. Basic safety precaution is must to work in electric vehicle. Safety is the key to prevent accidents, eliminate risk, and provide best workplace. Only HV safety trained technician can work in electric vehicle. If you are not trained, don't work in electric vehicle. Technician working in electric vehicle is responsible for their own safety and safety of others. Strictly follow the guidelines, safety precaution, company rules and regulations. Don't take any shortcuts in procedure. Practice good housekeeping. High voltage safety importance. The below key points show the importance of HV safety. Electric vehicles are equipped with high voltage battery pack system. While working in electric vehicle, statistical data shows 3 fatal accidents occurring per year. If the technician exposed hazards, such as arc flash and electric shock, may result in death. Electric vehicle HV system can be no risk under normal circumstances. It can be hazardous during working in the vehicle without safety precautions. Therefore, it is must to get trained in HV safety. Danger of electric shock. Danger of electric current. When electric shock passed through the body, the severity depends on path of current through body, amount of current flowing through the body, duration of the body is in circuit. Depending on the current path, our body opposes the current with a different resistance. If the current passes from one hand to another hand, approximate resistance 1000 ohms. If the current passes from one hand to both feet, approximate resistance 750 ohms. If the current passes from one hand to the chest area, approximate resistance 450 ohms. If the current passes from one hand to the pelvic area, approximate resistance 600 ohms. Danger of alternating current and direct current when passed through the human body. Alternating current. Alternating current stage 1. The green highlighted area shows when 0.1 to 0.5 milliamps alternating current passing through the human body, there is no any external effects are noticeable. Alternating current stage 2. The blue highlighted area shows when 0.5 to 2 milliamps alternating current passing through the human body and current is perceived. When 3 to 5 milliamps alternating current passed, then pain is felt. When 10 to 20 milliamps alternating current passed till 500 milliseconds time, then usually there is no any dangerous flow. Alternating current stage 3. The orange highlighted area shows when alternating current passing through the human body can result potential injuries such as muscle cramps, visual disorders, respiratory problem, cardiac arrhythmia. Alternating current stage 4. The red highlighted area shows when alternating current passing through the human body can result potential injuries such as ventricular fibrillation, cardiac arrest, respiratory arrest, danger of internal tissue damage, internal electrical burns and skin burns, risk of death. Alternating current stages 4.1, 4.2 and 4.3. Probability of ventricular fibrillation up to approximately 5%, up to approximately 50%, greater than 50%. Direct current. Direct current stage 1. The green highlighted area shows when 0.1 to 2 milliamps direct current passing through the human body and there is no external effects are noticeable. Direct current stage 2. The blue highlighted area shows when direct current passing through the human body and current is perceived, it causes involuntary muscular contractions but usually no harmful electrical physiological effects. Direct current stage 3. The orange highlighted area shows when direct current passing through the human body, it causes strong involuntary muscular reactions and reversible disturbances of formation and conduction of impulses in the heart may occur. Usually, no organic damage is expected. Direct current stage 4. The red highlighted area shows when direct current passing through the human body can result potential injuries such as ventricular fibrillation, cardiac arrest, respiratory arrest, danger of internal tissue damage, internal electrical burns and skin burns, risk of death. Direct current stage 4.1, 4.2 and 4.3. Probability of ventricular fibrillation up to approximately 5%, up to approximately 50%, greater than 50%. Based on the above details, we can understand the danger and severity when AC and DC current passed through the human body in milliamps and milliseconds duration. Generally, AC 30 voltage and DC 60 voltage are considered as danger. XUV 400 electric vehicle is equipped with 350 voltage high voltage battery pack system. Hence, while working in XUV 400 vehicles, strictly follow the safety procedures, guidelines, safety precaution, rules and regulation. Don't take any shortcuts. Electric injuries can occur due to electric shock, arcing and secondary accidents. Electric shock. An electric shock is generated by an electrical current running through an human body by direct contact by exposed energized parts. Indirect contact. Arcing. The arcing arc that appears when there is a short circuit may generate an arc happens when electric current flows through air gaps between conductors. Heat energy and intense light at the point of the arc is known as arc flash. Short circuits are extremely dangerous and potentially fatal. The arc will generate a large amount of heat, which can cause burns, and a shock wave which can knock objects and people. Secondary accidents. Due to secondary accidents, also injuries can occur. Example, if a person is working in electric vehicle, due to electric shock he may fall down and get injured. Electric injuries. Below are list of electric injuries can occur due to electric shock, arcing and secondary accidents, muscle cramps, visual disorders, respiratory problem, cardiac arrhythmia, ventricular fibrillation, cardiac arrest, respiratory arrest, danger of internal tissue damage, internal electrical burns and skin burns, risk of death. Preliminary activity to be followed when person is affected by electric shock. In case of electrical accidents, there is an increased risk that the casualty's cardiac activity will be massively disrupted by the impact of the current. It is called ventricular fibrillation, is a type of abnormal heart rhythm. Check whether the person is in conscious state or unconscious state. Call for help, shout and call some other person for help. Another person should call to the nearest emergency services for help. Check whether the casualty breathing is normal. If the person is not responding when another person is speaking to him, whilst holding the person's hand, gently shake their shoulders. Check their breathing by placing one hand on their forehead and the fingers on tip of the chin. While waiting for the emergency service, expose the casualty's chest and begin chest compressions by pressing down on center of the chest for 30 times and give to rescue breathe until the emergency service arrive. Safety tools and equipments. Safety tools and equipment to work in electric vehicles are personal protective equipment (PPE), insulated tools, warning signages, multimeters, clamp meter, insulation tester, load bank, battery trolley, transaxle fixture. Personal protective equipment (PPE). Personal protective equipment (PPE) to work in electric vehicles are arc flash kit, coverall, balaclava, face shield with helmet, dielectric over boots, insulating rubber mat, gloves, cotton under gloves, electric safety gloves, leather over protector gloves, rescue hook. Arc flash kit. Arc flash kit contains coverall, balaclava, face shield with helmet, coverall. Before wearing coverall, ensure technician is not wearing any ring, watches, bracelet, belt and synthetic cloth etc. Only cotton clothes and pants without loops are recommended. This garment is constructed from fabric that is self-extinguishing upon removal from a flame source. Protects the body from any flash over and electrical spark. Inspect garment before each use for damage or contaminants that impair the protective qualities of garment. Wash garments and ensure there is no greases, oily soils or other flammable contaminants are present when garments are worn. Protects the body from any flash over that can occur if an electrical spark is produced. Do not reuse this product after an arc exposure. Balaclava protects 360-degree head and neck protection from arc flash hazard. Inspect balaclava before each use for damage or contaminants that impair the protective qualities of balaclava. Wash balaclava to ensure that no greases, oily soils or other flammable contaminants are present when balaclava are worn. Do not reuse this product after an arc exposure. Protects the entire head and face from any flash over that can occur if an electrical spark is produced. Face shield with helmet. Protects the eyes from any flash over, electrical spark and UV radiation. Provides forehead protection and a full 180 degrees field of vision. Protects the face against being hit by molten metal particles and acids. Dielectric over boots. Dielectric over boots to be worn over existing footwear. The dielectric over boot provides additional protection of insulation, preventing electric shocks. Dielectric boots are 100% waterproof and made from premium-grade ozone-resistant rubber, specifically rated to be insulated to 1000 volt. Insulating mat prevents direct contact with the ground to reduce current flow. Furthermore, it grounds and insulates any static you may be carrying. Specifically rated to be insulated to 1000 volt. Before using insulating mat, wash the mat to ensure that no grease, oily soils or other flammable contaminants are present in the insulating mat. Gloves. Cotton under gloves. Electric safety gloves. Leather over protector gloves. Cotton under gloves reduce the discomfort of wearing electric safety gloves and protect the insulated gloves from sweat. Provide warmth in cold weather and absorb perspiration in the warm months. Available in straight cuff or knit wrist. Electric safety gloves. These gloves are specifically rated to be insulated to 1000 volt. Recommended grade or class 0 and Honeywell brand. Brand new gloves validity period 1 year. Gloves must be inspected every time before use. Gloves usage validity period only for 6 months. Gloves need to be tested by recommended agency or need to replaced every 6 months. The markings on the gloves provide compliance and regulation information. Furthermore, provide a place to write the date of first use. Gloves inspection procedure. Perform visual inspection by seeing outside and inside surface of each gloves. Inspection by gently pinching and rolling the rubber between your fingers. Always give special attention to the base and tips of the fingers and thumb by carefully pull them apart for any irregularities. If there is no irregularities found, then proceed for the next inspection procedure. Manually roll the glove and hold it up to your ear, listening and feeling for any air leakage. If you hear any air leakage, then don't use the gloves. Do all the preliminary activity before using the new gloves. Notice, gloves need to be inspected every time before use and gloves need to be tested by a recommended agency or need to be replaced every 6 months. Leather over protector gloves. Leather over protector gloves are used to help provide the mechanical protection needed against cuts, abrasions and punctures. Known as leather gauntlets, they are optional, especially when working with small nuts and bolts. Whenever a trained technician needs to work in high voltage system, it is mandatory to ensure another trained technician will be available in the work bay with all safety and PPE equipments. In case if any accident or electrical shock occurs to the first technician, the second technician will follow safety precaution to rescue the first technician from the danger zone. Rescue hook. Safety rescue hooks are the safest way to retrieve a victim of electric shock while protecting the rescuer. Being electrically insulated, they allow the rescuer to separate the victim from the power source to allow first aid to be administered safely. A rescue hook is an essential safety tool when working on electric vehicles. It should be stored in a clear, accessible, and prominent place alongside instructions allowing anyone to be able to recover victims of electric shock in the safest way possible. Insulated tools. Insulated tools are made up of chrome vanadium steel, and hard rubber material is insulated over the end of the tool. Insulated tools provide insulation up to 1000 volts. Insulated tools provide an extra measure of protection against such hazardous and unpredictable situations. Use only insulated tool to work in EV and don't do hammering on insulated tool. Insulated tool are multiple layer type. If the upper layer is damaged, the user can see visually the yellow color and is not allowed to use the tool anymore. Signages and barriers. Safety chains and barriers. Utilizing barrier systems and cones provide a clear identifier of the potential danger and a physical barrier to keep people away from harm or high voltage area. Only the trained technician working on the vehicle should pass the barrier. Electric vehicle warning signages. Working on electric vehicles can be dangerous not just for the technician involved but potentially for other people in the area. Warning signages to be hung on the safety chains and warning board to be placed on the vehicle to signify the danger. Measuring equipments. XUV 400 is equipped with 350 volts high voltage system. All the equipments and measuring devices required to work in the vehicle needs to have the protection against the high voltage. Hence, it is must to use only category 3 rated measuring equipments like multimeter, clamp meter and insulation tester. We are pleased to inform the introduction of MS Fluke make high voltage electric tools, which includes Fluke 179 digital multimeter, Fluke 1507 insulation tester, Fluke 376 clamp meter. Multimeter. The Fluke 179 digital multimeter is the industry standard troubleshooting tool for electrical and electronic systems. This multimeter makes a perfect frontline troubleshooting tool with an input protection rating of category 3 1000 volts. Insulation tester. The Fluke 179 insulation tester is a versatile, compact, handheld insulation tester for advanced industrial and electrical insulation testing. Its multiple test voltages make it the ideal tool for many troubleshooting, commissioning, and preventative maintenance applications. Is the industry standard troubleshooting tool for electrical and electronic systems. Perform insulation tests from 0.01 mega ohms to 10 gigaohms. Includes live circuit detection to prevent insulation test if voltage greater than 30 volts is detected. AC or DC clamp meter. The Fluke 376 FC True RMS clamp meter with iFlex is the most advanced troubleshooting tool for industrial and commercial electricians. The 376 is part of the Fluke Connect family of wireless test tools that enable you to log, trend and monitor measurements while remaining safely away from the arc flash zone through Bluetooth connectivity. EV battery lifter. In electric vehicles, the battery is the prime mover and a heavy component. It is critical that for safe removal and installation of battery, a lifting equipment is to be used. The battery lifter has been designed for this exclusive purpose. Please note that the gearbox trolleys currently being used cannot handle the electric vehicle HV battery. Motor transaxle fixture. Motor transaxle fixture used to hold the motor with motor control unit and transaxle safely. Trolley used to move the fixture with aggregates from one place to another place. HV intrinsically safe vehicle. XUV 400 is an intrinsically safe vehicle. The safety features ensure that persons are guaranteed complete contact protection and arc protection against the high voltage system. Below are the safety protection available in XUV 400. Orange color high voltage cables. Manual service disconnect. Components and housing in IP classes. Warning labels. Isolation monitoring system. High voltage interlock loop. Active discharge and passive discharge. During crash, high voltage disconnect by airbag ECU. Thermal runaway warning alert. Orange color high voltage cables. Orange color cables are provided to easily identify the high voltage wires. Technician should not touch the cable. Manual service disconnect. MSD used to disconnect the HV system. Follow the below procedure to use MSD. Switch off the ignition and take the key 3 meters away from the vehicle. Set up a barrier around the vehicle. Place the HV warning sign on the vehicle. Open the hood and identify the MSD. Press and pull out the red lock. Press the red lock along with black housing and pull out. Tie with a tie band and ensure the housing with lock is not moving downwards. Connect iSmart and ensure bus voltage is 0. Components and housing in IP classes. Ingress protection class for HV connectors, battery pack, integrated power distribution unit, compressor. IP67 class states 6 rating is for protection against dust. 7 rating is for protection against water immersion. Connectors are designed to protect the fingers from the incidental contact of terminals. Warning labels. Labels allow customers or technicians to quickly identify the HV components or electric components. Isolation monitoring system. BMS monitoring HV system recognizes insulation faults and immediately disconnect high voltage. High voltage interlock loop. HVIL acts as a circuit breaker. BMS continuously monitor the HVIL and in case any loose connection is detected, immediately disconnects the HV system. Active discharge and passive discharge. Active discharge. Active discharge system monitors the system continuously and reduces the DC link voltage to less than 60 volts in 5 seconds if any of the below conditions is detected. Crash. MSD unplugged. VCU node absent. Passive discharge. Passive discharge system monitors the system continuously whenever ignition is switched off. The system reduces the DC link voltage to less than 60 volts in 2 minutes. HV disconnect by airbag ECU. When valid crash signal is detected by airbag ECU, pyro switch will be triggered by airbag ECU and disconnects the high voltage system. Thermal runaway warning alert. This alert occurs when the system detects overheating in the battery pack. Once the alert displayed in cluster, park the vehicle on side and leave from the vehicle immediately. Safety instructions before working in electric vehicle. EV batteries and motors have high electrical and magnetic potential that can severely injure or kill. Strictly follow the guideline, safety precaution, company rules and regulations. Don't take any shortcuts in procedure. Only HV safety and electric vehicle trained technician can work in EV. Trained technician should wear all personal protective equipment to protect against high voltage arcs. Ensure safety tools, equipments, measuring instruments are available in the work bay. Only use Mahindra special tools, insulated tools and measuring equipments. Any person with a heart pacemaker or any other electronic medical devices should not work in electric vehicle since the magnetic effects could be dangerous. Don't use any ring, watches, bracelet, belt and synthetic clothes etc. Only clothes and pants without loops are recommended. Battery pack removal and handling procedure. Battery pack removal. Trained technician or authorized person are only allowed to remove battery pack from the vehicle. Before removing battery pack, ensure HV battery pack is fully discharged. Remove the battery pack from the vehicle as per SOP. Shift the battery pack by using only battery pack trolley. Place the battery pack in the recommended work table. After battery pack removal, ensure battery pack away from direct sunlight, rain, water etc. After removal of battery pack, keep warning triangle on the top of the battery and keep the battery pack away with barricades. Notice: safety instructions before doing painting work in body and paint shop. Don't do any under chassis or any other painting in underbody. Paint will change the high voltage cable color. Electric vehicle can be towed only in flatbed towing vehicle. To move the vehicle to the working bay, lift the front wheel and move the vehicle. Do's and don'ts. Vehicle servicing. Do's. Only trained technician with PPE, safety tools, equipments and measuring instruments will work in electric vehicle. Do manual service disconnect before doing any service activities. Manual service disconnect plug and unplug procedure. MSD located in motor compartment. Remove MSD from battery tray. Unplug MSD before doing any service activities. Press and pull out the red lock. Press the red lock along with black housing and pull out. Tie with a tie band and ensure the housing with lock is not moving downwards. Connect MSD after the service activities. Cut the tie band. After removing the tie band, insert the tie band so the lock pin will project out. Press the black housing to downwards. Press the red lock to its original position. Remove the tie band from MSD and place it to its original position. Vehicle should be disconnected from power source before doing any service activities. Whenever working in high voltage system, 2 technicians are required to work in bay for safety. If EV cables are rat-bitten, replace the complete wiring harness as per OE standards. Don'ts. If you are not trained, don't work in electric vehicle. Any person with a heart pacemaker, insulin injectors or any other electronic medical devices fixed in the human body then don't work in electric vehicle. Don't touch HV cables and HV components without PPE and safety equipments. Do not check any measurements like voltage resistance directly in live HV connectors. Don't use WD-40, Rustlick, throttle body cleaner on the connectors. Do not use petrol or diesel or any solvent. Vehicle charging. Do's. Engage parking brake for charging. Inspect the charging cable periodically for any damages like crack, cuts, exposed wire and burnt marks on pins in the handle and plug etc. Replace if required. Always charge the vehicle to 100% SOC. Normal charging is recommended for good battery life. In case if two consecutive fast charging done, ensure normal charging done at third time for better battery life. Don'ts. Do not charge the vehicle if the power source or the charge port is exposed to rain or water. Do not carry out charging procedure with wet hands. Avoid charging in extreme hot ambient temperature. Do not wash while the vehicle in charging. Do not use the damaged charging cable, wire, socket and pins. Never do fast charging more than 2 times consecutively. Immediately stop charging when you find abnormal symptoms. Driving condition. Do's. In case of thermal runaway alert, leave the vehicle immediately. Don'ts. Do not drive the vehicle below 5% SOC. Don't drive the vehicle through stagnated water. Accessories fitment. Do's. Fix only the recommended accessories in authorized dealership. Only trained technician can fix the accessories in electric vehicle. Do manual service disconnect before doing any service activities. Don'ts. Don't fix any unauthorized accessories. Don't access the HV components. Do not try to open or disconnect any HV cables or components cover. Cleaning and washing the vehicle. Do's. Always use wet cloth to wipe and clean the vehicle interior. Don'ts. Don't spray or spill water or any liquids inside the vehicle and motor compartment and battery pack may lead short circuit. Do not wash motor compartment and underbody area. Do not wash while the vehicle in charging. Breakdown vehicle. Do's. Call the breakdown assistance. Only trained breakdown technician can work in the electric vehicle. Electric vehicle can be towed only in flatbed towing. Don'ts. If you are not trained, don't attempt to repair the breakdown vehicle. Do not allow any local electrician to work in breakdown vehicle. Don't switch on the ignition if the electric vehicle is stuck in floods.